Welcome back to Trinity Baptist College as we are ready for game number 2 between the Eagles and the Seahawks of Keiser University. Keiser won the opener 10-5. The big blow, a 7th inning grand slam off the bat of Bermari Figueroa. She had 5 RBIs overall, and that was the margin of victory for Keiser University. Eagles got 4 in the first. Keiser came back to take a 6-4 lead. Trinity scored a run in the 5th to make it 6-5. Had an opportunity to tie the score and eventually take the lead, but the defense by the Seahawks thwarted the effort, and then the grand slam from Figueroa resulted in a 10-5 win for Keiser as they took game number 1. Game number 2 ready, and there you see Lena Springer on the mound for the Eagles. This will be her 8th appearance on the mound. All of them starts, and she's going to face Kelsey Broderick, Troyana Test, and Avery Miller to lead things off. Batting 4th is Cheyenne Blumberg. She is followed by Janelle Dominguez, Aquaria Baines. Allie Thompson will bat 7th. Larissa Ostrander will bat 8th, and Figueroa will round out the batting order, batting 9th. Give the Eagles lineup as they come to the plate in the bottom of the 1st. Right now, Springer is ready, and the first pitch of game 2 is in there for a strike. Ray Bureau here on TBC Eagles on YouTube Live. Dean Bureau, our cameraman. Glad to be with you in the first season of Eagles softball. This pitch misses. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Umpires have switched positions. We have a new man behind the plate. Springer on the mound, 1-1, and a bunt attempt toward Blanchette. She'll pick it up, flip to first. Looks like it hit off the runner, and here's Broderick on her way to second. That's going to be an error all the way, allowing Broderick to take second base. The throw had beaten the runner, but the ball got away, and now the leadoff hitter is at second for Troyana Test. Broderick in game 1 is 4 for 5, and she is on second base now. Test had herself a single and a run scored in 5 trips to the plate in the opener. Now the officials out near the mound talking things over. Not sure what they're discussing, possibly the play at first base. Everything looks like it will stand as called. So a runner at second, nobody out for Troyana Test. She came into today's play hitting an even 400. That's gone down some with a 1 for 5 performance in game number 1. Made some good contact throughout the game, however. Bunt attempt is fouled off for strike 1. Seahawks hit 3 home runs in the opener. Cheyenne Blumberg and Janelle Dominguez. We told you about Figueroa. No balls and a strike. And this pitch misses up and away for ball 1. Broderick getting a good lead off second, timing it well. Again, the ball must leave the pitcher's hand before the runner breaks contact with the base. If she leaves too early, that is an automatic out. Here's the 1-1, and we have a pitch taken low and inside for ball 2. We saw that happen twice last week. Edward Waters was here on this very field. They left the bag early twice. Both runners called out automatically. Here's a 2-1 coming from Springer. Bunt right in front of the plate. It's a fair ball. Bird will throw to first for the out. That is a sacrifice bunt, 2-3 on the putout. It advances Broderick to third. 1 out, and it brings up the number 3 hitter, first baseman Avery Miller. She was 2 for 4 in game number 1, stole 2 bases and scored a run. 3:41 coming into today's play. Pitch from Springer, it's a changeup, called for a strike. Had a little scoreboard trouble in the first game. Everything looks to be in order. So what you see on the board is accurate. No balls and a strike. Game 2 just underway. Here's a pitch low, and the count even at a ball and a strike. 1-1, runner at third, 1 out. Miller trying to drive home the first run of game number 2. And here's the 1-1, swing and a miss. Change of pace by Springer. She had the hitter well out in front, and it's 1-2. This will be a big out to get. Keep that runner at third. Change up misses up and away. Cleanup hitter Blumberg waiting on deck. Both teams hit the ball very well in the opener. Both teams also played terrific defense. Here's a 2-1 and a high drive in the left field. Lopez heading back. It's off her glove and up against the fence. Broderick will score. That's going to be an RBI double for Avery Miller. The run is unearned, but Keiser leads 1-0. Tough play for the left fielder Lopez. Ball hit off the tip of her glove. She hit the wall, the ball came out, and the first run of the game is across the plate. Runner at second, still 1 out. Cheyenne Bloomberg at the plate. She was 3 for 4 with 2 runs batted in and 3 runs scored in the opener. First pitch misses outside for ball 1. 200 feet all around here at Trinity Baptist College. Again, they're sharing this field with Trinity Christian Academy. College field is in the works. It'll be ready for next season. 1 ball, no strikes. Cheyenne Bloomberg at the plate with an RBI opportunity. Here's the 1-0. Fastball right at the top of the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lena Springer has some good life on her fastball. It's 1-1. And the pitch, a changeup, catches the outside corner. She's changed speeds well to the first few hitters also. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And this is a very hard-hitting Seahawks team. Put 10 runs on the board in the first ball game, 1-2. And the pitch, swing and a miss. That changeup she took even more off of and got the first strikeout of the afternoon. 2 away. Here's a designated player, Janelle Dominguez. She was a catcher in the opener. She had herself a home run and a single and scored twice. Here's a pitch. Fastball misses up high. Courtney Bird behind the plate again. She will catch both ends of this doubleheader. Eagles on the road after today for their next few ball games. They'll be back here against Piedmont International on April 6th and 7th. There's a good fastball right on the corner. 1 ball, 1 strike. Springer's ready. Here's the 1-1, a fastball up high. Again, the Seahawks do a good job of timing their leads. Miller, the runner at second. She just drove home a run with a double to left. Here's a 2-1. High drive, well hit toward the gap, and this one is gone. 2-run homer for Janelle Dominguez, her second of the day, and the Seahawks lead it 3-0. Miller scores. And the next scheduled hitter is Aquaria Baines. 4th home run of the afternoon for Keiser University. Aquarius Baines at the plate. She was 0 for 2 with a sacrifice bunt in game number 1. Timeout called. Coach Forsyth on the mound. All 3 runs unearned, but they are on the board. Eagles scored 4 runs in the bottom of the first in game number 1. Base is empty, 2 out. Baines at the plate. First pitch, swung on and missed. No balls and a strike. Springer ready with the 0-1. Fastball misses outside, it's 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. Baines points a bat toward the pitcher, pulls it back, pops it up. Courtney Bird is there to make the play to retire the side. 3 unearned runs, a 2-run homer from Jamel Dominguez. After a half inning, Keiser leads it 3-0.
Going to the final 4.
Bottom of the first. Courtney Bird will lead off. Lauren Lewis and Kayla Bass to follow, talking with Trinity Baptist Church security man Tim Glidden, talking about the bracket busting that went on when Baltimore won that game, the first ever 16 seed victory in men's college basketball tournament history. Bird, Lewis, Bass, Kraus, Derez, Springer, Warren, Blandsett, and Lopez is the batting order for the Eagles. The first pitch, a great rip by Bird, and she fouls it back. Paige Boyle on the mound for Keiser. She is 2-0. This will be her 7th appearance, her 3rd start. She has a 2.19 ERA, and she has pitched a total of 16 innings. Fastball is upstairs, 1 ball, 1 strike. Courtney Bird came into today hitting .333. She walked twice. 0 for 2 overall in game number 1. This one is popped up and out of play, so now she's down in the count 1-2. Bird the catcher, doing both games of the doubleheader. Not an easy task. She's done that all season long, however. Leading off the bottom of the first for the Eagles, 1 ball and 2 strikes, and the pitch by Boyle is a changeup that misses up high. Tim, we had a lot of offense in game number 1. Unfortunately for us, Keiser won it. Eagles swung the bats exceptionally well. Here's a 2-2, and this one is fouled back. They also played great defense. Springer's pitching game number 2, but she made a highlight reel diving catch in the first one. 2 balls, 2 strikes, Bird at the plate. And the 2-2 driven down the left field line, but that's going to curve foul. It's over the fence. However, she was out in front just a little too much. Bird bidding to put the Eagles on the board.
Just straighten it.
Unfortunately, just a little bit out in front. So we'll redo the 2-2. Only thing wrong with Tim Glidden is he's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. If he could correct that problem, we'd get along even better.
Never happened.
2 balls, 2 strikes. He says that'll never happen. Swing and a miss. That is out number 1. Paige Boyle fans the first batter she faces. And with 1 away and the base is empty, Lauren Lewis will step up to the plate. He's always ragging me about being a Dallas Cowboys fan. I know the playoff history. Steelers' recent success, Dallas not so much in the playoffs. First pitch to Lewis is a strike. He's also a Pittsburgh Pirates fan as well, so I got that over him. Cubs World Series champions 2 seasons ago. 1 ball, no strikes. Mr. Springer, Willie Stargell, there's a man who left us way too early. A terrific gentleman. 2 balls and a strike, and this one's down in the dirt. It's 3-1. Mr. Springer says he's also known Derek Jeter, used to work in the Yankees organization. 3 balls and a strike. Lauren Lewis at the plate. Bottom of the first, 1 out, base is empty. 3-1 pitch, driven into center field, way back, and that is off the fence. Here's Lewis on her way to second. The throw is close, and Lewis is in there with a double. Lauren Lewis making a bid for a home run, comes up just a little short, but she's on second with a 1-out double. First hit off Paige Boyle. Eagles have a runner in scoring position, heart of the order coming up. Kayla Bass at the plate, 3 homers, 8 runs driven in coming into today's play. She scored a run in game number 1. 0 for 3 officially. She had reached on a fielder's choice in the 4-run first inning. High drive and foul down the left side. Again, that one had home run distance. Bass a little bit out in front. Bird, Lewis, and now Bass have all taken some good rips against Paige Boyle in the first. Here's the 0-1, this one in the dirt and blocked by the catcher, Cheyenne Blumberg. Lewis on second, Bass at the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch, high drive into left center. It's back and it is off the fence. Lewis will round third. She will score, and Bass just missed a 2-run homer. But that is an RBI double for Kayla Bass. That is her 9th RBI on the season, and the Eagles on the board. It's now 3-1. Trinity Baptist is swinging the bats very well today. Second hit of the inning. First run scored, Heaven Kraus at the plate. Kraus had 2 RBIs in game number 1. This one gets away, and Bass is going to take third on the wild pitch. Bass, very aware of what's going on. Ball in the dirt. She got a good lead. No chance as the ball got by the catcher, Cheyenne Blumberg. So runner at third now with 1 out. Kraus, RBI chance, and the pitch. And she had a good rip and fouled it back. Heaven Kraus had an RBI single in the first, an RBI double in the 5th in game number 1. Runner at third, 1 out. A ball and a strike, and the pitch driven down the left field line. That is going to drop foul. That one took a left turn right before it hit the ground. Bass has to return to third, and now Kraus down in the count 1-2, but just as the 3 hitters ahead of her, she's had a couple of good rips. A ball and 2 strikes on Kraus. Swing and a miss. Might have chased one out of the strike zone, and that is out number 2. 2 outs, both on strikes. Here's the right fielder, Jade Jerez. She was on the mound in the opener in right field in the nightcap. Started to go, held up in time. 1 ball, no strikes. Jerez 233 coming into today's play. 0 for 3 in the opener. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch right down the middle. Jerez would like to have that one back. She knows she missed an opportunity to hit that one very hard. 1-1, 2 outs. Bass the runner at third. Pitch from Boyle is upstairs. Good take by Jerez, and now she's ahead, 2 balls and a strike. Jerez digging in. Here comes the 2-1. Into center field, but directly at the center fielder, Baines. She didn't have to move a muscle. Well hit, but out. Eagles get a run on 2 doubles, leave 1. After 1, it's 3-1 Keiser. Action-packed first inning. Keiser put 3 unearned runs on the board. Eagles came back with 1 in the bottom half. It's 3-1 Seahawks as we start inning number 2. Allie Thompson, Larissa Ostrander, and Bermari Figueroa, hitters 7, 8, and 9, do to lead things off. We saw Allie Thompson defensively in game number 1. She did not get a chance to hit. She's leading off in the top of the second. Thompson on the season at .220. 4 runs driven in. Springer with the first pitch, and a good one for a strike. Thompson 9 out of 41. 3 of those hits doubles. No balls and a strike. Squares around, pulls the infield in, and pulls it back and takes a pitch low and outside. Kraus in very close at first. Bass in front of the bag at third. Again, Thompson squares around. 1 ball, 1 strike, pulls it back, and takes one at the top of the zone, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. Springer likes the sign. Here's the pitch. Change up, misses low. Looks like she might have had Thompson ready to swing the bat, but the ball missed the zone. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Thompson again squares, pulls it back, and fouls it. Just does get a piece right off the end of the bat. That's what we call a cue shot. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Outfield deep. Keiser has some good sticks in the lineup. Here's a 2-2. Changeup misses high for ball 3. Again, this is a high school distance field, 200 feet all around. College field will be 220 feet. That'll be ready for next season. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Line drive right at Bass, and we saw that a few times in game number 1. 1 away. Larissa Ostrander, the second baseman, comes to the plate. Nobody on, one out. 188 on the season coming into today's play. We saw her a few times in game number 1, 0 for 3. This one tapped foul. Ostrander did not start the opener, but she came in the second inning. Got herself 3 at-bats. Springer ahead, no balls and a strike. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's downstairs, 1-1. We told you earlier, in case you missed it though, Eagles baseball team won 23-7 over Voorhees College yesterday. Today's doubleheader rained out. High pop up, shallow center field. Warren cannot get there in time. That's a base hit. So Ostrander, a 1-out single. Outfield was playing deep, respecting the power that the Seahawks have all throughout the lineup. Second hit for the Seahawks. Runner at first, 1 out, and the pitch. Fast passes up and away. Check that third hit for the Seahawks. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's a pitch upstairs, snap, throw to first, runner back in time. Amari Figueroa hit the grand slam in the 7th inning of game number 1. 5 runs driven in. She also had a sacrifice fly that brought home a run in the 4th. And the pitch is popped up behind the infield. Warren coming in. She has time and a little snow cone action, but she makes the catch.
But you know the sun could be in their eyes.
We do have a very high sky, not many clouds over the field as we speak, making it difficult on those high pop-ups. Warren stayed with it though. We saw the ball sticking out of the end of her glove, but that is out number 2. Kelsey Broderick reached on an error and scored in the 1st. First pitch is a strike right down the middle. 2 outs, runner at first. Larissa Ostrander had herself a bloop single into center. No balls and a strike. Springer delivers. Fastball upstairs. Krause playing very close again at first base. Bass doing the same at third. Broderick, very good speed. Here's the 1-1. Bunt attempt, and she bunts right through it. Now we got a runner picked off. Throw down to second is not in time. That counts as a stolen base for Larissa Ostrander. She had frozen, but she used her speed to beat the throw. A very good throw from Courtney Bird, just not in time. So a runner at second, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's a 1-2. It is tapped foul down the right side. Again, Courtney Bird made a terrific throw to second. Ostrander got in just under the tag. Credit her with a stolen base. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Springer looks in, and the pitch. Ground ball right at Bland's set. She'll field and throw to first to retire the side. Broderick hit it hard. Bland set right in front of it. 1 hit, 1 left. Bottom of the second coming up. 3-1 Keiser. Bottom of the second, 3-1 Keiser leads, 3 unearned runs in the first. Eagles came back with 1 in the bottom half. Tim is telling me that CBSSports.com, the headline is 0 NCAA brackets left up to date. Of course, the big blow, the 16-1 upset, first time in men's history. Had one of those, I think it was Harvard in the late 90s on the women's side. Won a 16-1 matchup. Lena Springer, the pitcher, takes the first pitch for a strike. Seminoles won very late last night. Gators in action today. I've been getting ready for this doubleheader here. Haven't really kept up with it as much as I would like to. A ball and a strike. I didn't fill out a bracket this year, because every time I try to, I get knocked out in the first round. Here's a 1-1. Swung on and fouled back, a very good rip by Springer. Eagles have had good hard swings so far through an inning plus.
Keep your head on, Lena.
2 doubles and a run for the Eagles in inning number 1. Here's the pitch, downstairs, bounced in front of the batter's box. 2-2, Springer at the plate. She had a 2-run triple in game number 1. I mistakenly called that a double when I was giving the highlights, but that was a 3-bagger. Here's a pop-up to the shortstop. Thompson is there for out number 1. So 1 away, bases empty for Sierra Warren. Sierra was 2 for 3 in the opener. She drove in a run with a base hit in that 4-run first inning for the Eagles. Villanova 81, number 9, Alabama 58. That game is final.
Duke, Rhode Island in the first.
Duke 39, Rhode Island 25, about 3:40 left in the first half.
That's all ones. Well, Florida plays tonight.
Only action going on at the moment. 6th seed Florida Gators at Texas Tech, the number 3 seed, 8:40 p.m. Looks like we're going to have change on the defense. Florida playing Texas Tech. Sierra Warren waiting to step in. Umpire now heading over to speak with Coach Forsyth about the possible lineup change. 3 runs in the first for Keiser. RBI double from Avery Miller. 2-run homer from Janelle Dominguez. All 3 runs unearned, however. Lauren Lewis doubled with 1 out in the bottom half. She came in on Kayla Bass's double. Both of those hit the fence on the fly and just missed getting over. So that's where we stand, 3-1. Eagles trailing. 1 out. Warren waiting her turn in the bottom of the second. Trying to listen in to the conversation to see what the discussion is about. The umpire and both coaches are looking at lineup cards. Don't know if there's a change or problem with the batting order. Well, we'll pause here until we're ready to resume. We can figure out what the talk is all about. We'll let you know. Hang with us. All right, we are back and we're ready. The discussion was about the designated player for the Eagles. Diamond Alford is a scheduled hitter. Natalia Lopez is in left field. So Diamond Alford will be the number 9 hitter. Warren jumps on the first pitch and almost run down in foul ground. Nice effort by Kelsey Broderick. Thank you to Ms. Stacy Bird, the official scorekeeper, and the mother of Eagles catcher Courtney. So no balls and a strike. Another good swing by Warren. She just missed putting that one into the outfield. I know I say this a lot, but when the batter hits it straight back, that means he or she just missed hitting it really hard. No balls, 2 strikes. Warren at the plate and the pitch. Another good rip and another foul straight back. So Diamond Alford is the number 9 hitter. She's a designated player. Natalia Lopez is in left field, but not in the batting order. No balls, 2 strikes. Boyle with the pitch, and a fastball misses upstairs. It's 1-2. Warren 2 for 3 in game number 1, drove in a run. Here's a 1-2, and this one got away from Boyle. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes a 2-2. Paige Boyle, a freshman from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Looper into left. That is going to get down for a base hit. Warren took some good rips and fouled 3 of them off. This one, she got it off the end of the bat, but it resulted in a base hit. It's not always how hard you hit it, but where that ball drops. And that's a 1-out single for Sierra Warren, her 3rd hit of the afternoon. She came in hitting 146, so that average is going to get a nice bump. Courtney Bland set, the second baseman, ready. Takes the first pitch for a strike. Bland set, 0 for 3 in game 1. Hit the ball hard a couple of times, however. She's up there with a runner at first, 1 out, now a count of 0-1. High pop up on the infield, that's going to be caught. Bernari Figueroa puts it away for out number 2. So here's Diamond Alford, the scheduled hitter. This will be her first at-bat of the season. She played for Coach Judy Allen on the basketball court, joined the Eagles softball roster just recently. Now she's going to get a chance to step up to the plate. Alford from Orlando, Florida. Left-handed thrower, left-handed hitter. Very good 3-point shooter for Coach Julie Allen. Here's a first pitch and a fastball taken for a strike.
All right, now you're ready, Diamond.
I remember a 3-pointer she took against Johnson University of Tennessee last year that tied the score after the Eagles came back from down 20 late in the ball game. Trinity Baptist ended up winning that game by 7 points, I believe, against the then number 7 team in NCCAA Division II. No balls, 2 strikes, and this one misses just a little bit outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Diamond Alford getting her first at-bat of the season. Here is the 1-2. Warren on first and the pitch. This one called strike 3 at the top of the zone. And that'll retire the side. A hit and 1 left. We've played 2. Seahawks lead it 3-1. 2, 3, and 4 due up for the Seahawks as we start the top of the third. That's Test, Miller, and Blumberg. 3-1 Seahawks lead after 2 innings. Keiser won game 1 10-5. 5 RBIs from Bermari Figueroa. Troyana Test will lead things off. She laid down a sacrifice bunt in the first. That ended up leading to the first Keiser run. Miller delivered a double to bring home Broderick after that sac bunt. Second baseman Courtney Bland set, playing even with the mound. Lewis from the shortstop position comes close. Bass very tight in at third. Here's the first pitch from Springer. Bunt attempt shown but pulled back and low for ball 1. Gonna be a while before we have another Eagles home baseball or softball game. Here's the 1-0. This one looped into left field and it's down for a hit. And we saw that in the first inning with Lewis playing so close. A dumper in the left turns into a single. Leadoff hit for Test. Hit number 4 for the Seahawks. Ball landed right behind the infield dirt. So runner aboard, 1 out. Avery Miller at the plate. 1 for 1 RBI and a run scored. Here's a looper into left. That one is also going to get down. Throw to third. Lopez throw is not in time. A late call. And while Bass was waiting for the call, Miller took second base. She never stopped, so we're going to credit her with a double. First 2 batters have reached. Here's Cheyenne Blumberg. Runners at second and third and nobody out. Throw looked like it beat the runner. Test, though, got in under the tag, and this one is fouled off. Blumberg went down on strikes in the first. No balls and a strike. Springer looks in, now ready, and the pitch. This one a little outside, so it's a ball and a strike. Bass just a little in front of the bag at third, Kraus the same at first. The 1-1 pitch from Springer. Grounded into left for a hit. 1 run is in. Here's another around third. Throw to the plate is a good one. It's cut off. And Miller retreats to third base. RBI single for Blumberg. Keiser leads it 4-0. Test crosses the plate.
Okay, Lena, take charge. Let's go.
3 consecutive hits for the Seahawks to open the third inning. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Janelle Dominguez at the plate. She went deeper last time up. Here's a pitch. It is upstairs for ball 1. She's homered in each game of this doubleheader.
Big hitter, Lena.
One ball, no strikes. Outfield deep. All 3 positions. Here's a pitch taken for a strike. And Blumberg just jogs into second base. She was off on the pitch, so credit her with a stolen base. Bird holding on to the ball, making sure the runner at third, Avery Miller, stays put. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a pitch, high pop up. Shallow center field. Warren comes in and makes the catch. Here's a runner tagging from third, and she will beat the throw to the plate. That's an RBI sacrifice fly for Janelle Dominguez, her 3rd run batted in of the game. Miller scores, and the Seahawks lead 5-1. First out of the inning, here's Aquaria Baines. Popped up to the catcher in foul territory in the first. Ground ball, gets by Springer. Throw to first, not in time. Ball gets away, and a run is going to score. That is an infield single for Baines. No RBI, but the error on the overthrow allows her to go to second base and also allows Blumberg to score. Failed to mention that Blumberg had tagged and gone to third on that fly ball to center. 6-1 now, Seahawks lead. Here's a pitch. Allie Thompson coming up. Runner at second, one out, and the first pitch is up high. So at the moment, that third run is unearned, pending what Thompson does here. Ground ball to short. Lewis Fields throws to first in time. That's going to allow Baines into third. The out recorded at first, 6-3. Good heads-up base running by Aquina Baines. Two outs, runner at third for the second baseman, Larissa Ostrander. Ostrander ready for the first pitch, and she takes it up high. She singled and stole a base, her only trip so far. Bloop single right over the infield dirt. 1 ball, no strikes. This one misses up high, throw to third, and they pick off the runner. Baines in foul territory, and Courtney Bird picks her off. 2-5 to retire the side. 3 runs, 2 earned. Nobody left thanks to the pickoff. We go to the bottom of the third. Keiser leads it 6-1. Eagles have the top of the order due up in the bottom of the third. Bird, Lewis, and Bass. 6-1, Keiser leads. Only 2 of those 6 have been earned. Here's the first pitch, slapped foul. No balls and a strike. Bird in the first inning put one over the fence, but just foul. Ended up going down on strikes. Second time through the order, all the Eagles have had a good look at Boyle. Here's a swing and a miss on a very nice changeup. No balls, 2 strikes. Bird ready. Boyle delivers. This one misses well high. Count 1-2 on Courtney Bird. An error in the first opened the door to a 3-run inning. Keiser tacked on 3 more in the top of the third. Eagles got one back in the bottom of the first, but so far that's all they've managed against Paige Boyle. They have hit the ball well, a couple of line drives caught, a couple of doubles as well. 1 ball, 2 strikes, Bird ready. Boyle delivers, and this one's low and outside, count even at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Foul tip into the mitt, held on by Blumberg, and that's out number 1. Lauren Lewis steps up. She doubled off the fence and scored a run in the first. One out, base is empty. Boyle delivers, line drive, and a base hit into left. Again, the Eagles making great contact all afternoon. That's hit number 2 in this one for Lauren Lewis. That is the 4th hit for the Eagles. Runner at first, 1 out for Kayla Bass. Boyle looks in, shakes off a sign, now ready. And a fastball right at the knees for strike 1. No balls and a strike. A runner aboard, heart of the batting order coming up. Bass followed by Kraus and Jerez. Here's the 0-1. This one in the dirt. And it's going to get away from Blumberg, and the wild pitch will allow Lewis to take second base. Second wild pitch from Paige Boyle. Runner in scoring position now with 1 out. Eagles capitalized on an opportunity in the first, trying to do it again in the third. Line drive and a base hit. Lewis, though, had to make sure the ball wasn't caught, so she will stop at third. Low line drive. She didn't have much of a viewing angle at it. She made the wise choice. So now runners at the corners. Bass hit the ball very hard. And credit the left fielder, Broderick, for getting the ball in quickly and keeping the runner at third. Hit number 5, runners at the corners, 1 out for Heaven Kraus. This another good rip, fouled straight back. Kraus 2 for 3 in the opener, an RBI on each hit. Struck out swinging in the first. Has an RBI waiting for her at third base, bottom of the third. And the 0-1, high drive, well hit into left field. It's got a chance off the top of the fence. It stays in the yard. 1 run will score, and Bass will stop at third. That is an RBI double for Heaven Kraus. That one hit the very top of the fence, stayed in the yard, and it's an RBI double for Heaven Kraus, her 3rd run driven in today. Bass around third. Lewis will score, and it's 6-2 now in favor of Keiser. Coach Terry Necht out on the mound talking to her pitcher. Eagles, as we've said all afternoon, hitting the ball very well. That one just missed being a 3-run homer. Kraus has gone deep this season 1 time. She came in with 6 RBIs. She's driven in 3 total in both games so far, giving her 9. Here's Jade Jerez with 2 runners in scoring position and only 1 out. Some good contact, should get home at least 1. Jerez hit the ball hard into center her first time up, only to have it caught to end the inning. 1 run is in, 3 straight hits for the Eagles after their first hitter got out. Here's the first pitch to Jerez. She took a big swing and missed. Like she was trying to hit that one out onto the highway. Good contact is all that's needed. 2 runners in scoring position, no balls and a strike. Fastball misses up and away, throw to third, and the runner's back. Blumberg keeping the runner honest. Kayla Bass at third. Heaven Kraus at second. She just drove home a run with a double off the fence. Here's the 1-1. High pop-up. Not very deep. Will it score a run? Bass will tag. Here comes a throw to the plate. It was off the mark, but Bass had to retreat. The ball not all that deep, and that is out number 2. So brings up Lena Springer. She flew out to center to start the 2nd inning. Again, hit the ball really well in that at-bat. Had that 2-run triple in the first game. 2 runners in scoring position. The first pitch popped up, headed over near the net. It's going to stay in play, but get down on the ground. That one had a lot of tail spin. Avery Miller overran it, and Springer has another opportunity.
Good drop in your top hand.
So let's see if Springer can take advantage of new life. Miller knows she missed a chance to end the inning right there. No balls, 1 strike. Runners at second and third, 2 outs. 1 run is in. Boyle gets ready. Here's the pitch and a fastball up high. Count even at a ball and a strike. Not sure what the official scorekeeper said on that pop-up. Sometimes they can give the fielder an error for not making the play. Here's the 1-0. High drive into left field, but that's right at the left fielder, Broderick. She took a half step and put it away to retire the side. Well hit drive, but that's the 3rd out. Eagles get a run on 3 hits and leave 2. After 3, it's 6-2 Seahawks lead. We go to the 4th. It's 6-2 Keiser University leading. 8-9-1 due up. Larissa Ostrander, Bermari Figueroa. Then at the top of the order, Kelsey Broderick. Only 2 of the 6 runs have been earned. A couple of defensive miscues by the Eagles have opened the doors. Good team like Keiser's going to take advantage. This is an NAIA Sun Conference team. Sun Conference, be it baseball or softball, always one of the best conferences in the entire United States. They are top-notch in both men's baseball and women's softball. When these 2 teams met down south, Keiser won those games 11-0 and 11-4. Eagles gained a little experience. That was the first ever softball game for Trinity Baptist College. They have really played well of late. They're playing well today. But the bats of the Seahawks woke up late in game 1. Here's the first pitch. Hot shot off the glove of Blanchett into right field. A base hit. A diving effort by the freshman. And that's a leadoff single for Larissa Ostrander. She's now 2 for 2.
Good try.
Blanchett playing in, respecting the speed of Ostrander. That one just tipped the edge of her glove. So a leadoff hit. Here's Bermari Figueroa. She flew out to center, her only trip through the plate in game number 2. Here's the first pitch, grounded towards Bass. She's going to go to second, and no one covering third. A runner safe at second, and with third base wide open, Ostrander takes third, and now Bird wants an appeal to the call at second base. We'll see what that final call is. It looks like everyone's going to be called safe. Infield single for Bermari Figueroa. Ostrander never stopped. Bass playing in, third base wide open, runners at the corners, nobody out for Kelsey Broderick. 0 for 2 with a run scored. Here's a pitch. This is a fastball outside. Throw down to second, and they got the runner trying to steal. Courtney Bird has had a cannon of an arm today, and she cuts down the runner. One out now with a runner at third. Ball got to second base so quickly that nothing Ostrander could do on third base. 1 ball, no strikes. Broderick at the plate. Ground ball hard towards short. Lewis has some trouble fielding it. Now the throw to third. That's going to be an error on the shortstop. So Broderick aboard, second time she has reached on an error. 1 out, runners at first and third for the right fielder, Troyana Test. She singled and scored her last time up. Laid down a sack in the first, 1 for 1 officially. Turns to bunt. And there's strike 1, and now we got a runner taking second on the throw back to the pitcher. Heads up base running by Kelsey Broderick. Credit her with a stolen base. 2 runners in scoring position, 1 out. 1 ball, no strikes on the hitter, Troyana Test. Here's a 1-0. Slapped into left field. That's down for a hit. 1 run is in. Test will stop at third. Or rather, Broderick will stop at third, and Test pulls up into second. That's an RBI for Test. Runners at second and third, and 1 out. Ostrander scores at 7-2 Seahawks. Avery Miller at the plate. She has scored twice. She has doubled both times up, drove in a run in the first. Change up, misses, low and outside. Seahawks lead at 7-2, top of the fourth, 1 out. Broderick at third, Test at second, and the 1-0 pitch, fastball upstairs, a snap throw to third. Bird has cut down a couple of runners trying to steal today, 1 in each game so far. 2 balls, no strikes. It's also made some good throws to keep runners close. Line drive and a base hit, that's going to bring home 2. Broderick scores, Test around third, and we have a 2-run double from Avery Miller. That's her 3rd RBI of the game, and the Seahawks have opened up a 9-2 lead. One out, runner at second for the catcher, Cheyenne Blumberg. She's 1 for 2 with an RBI single her last time up. She's also stolen a base and scored a run. First pitch from Springer. A little bit high for ball 1. The 1-0 coming. Blumberg digging in. And the pitch is a fastball inside, 2 balls, no strikes. Looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter on deck. Dominguez being called back. Monica Garabedian in the on-deck circle. 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch is right down the middle. Good take by Blumberg. Two balls and a strike. And the pitch is low and outside. It's 3-1. First base is open, but there's only 1 out. Blumberg well ahead in the count, 3-1. Ground ball up the middle into center field for a hit. Here's Miller around third. The throw to the plate will be cut off. That'll keep the hitter at first base. So an RBI single for Blumberg. Keiser leads it now 10-2. 4 runs in the top of the 4th. Here's Monica Garabedian. We saw her pinch hit in the opener, and she got herself an RBI double. Garabedian at .313 coming into today's play. Now 6 out of 17, 2 runs driven in on the season. We're also going to have a pinch runner at first base. Number 19, Aliki Candler, taking over for Blumberg. Eight-run lead for the Seahawks. 1 out, runner at first. Candler the pinch runner, and the pitch is slapped out of play to the right side. Garabedian 1 for 1 on the afternoon. RBI double in game number 1. Another pinch hitter waiting on deck, Brooklyn Frazier. Here's the 0-1, and a fastball's upstairs.
Down.
1 ball, 1 strike. Springer winds and delivers. And there's a pitch low and outside for 2-1.
That's close.
2 balls and a strike. And the pitch is driven well into center field. It's going back. It has a chance, and it is gone. 2-run homer for Monica Garabedian. Candler scores, and it's 12-2 Keiser University. Fifth home run of the afternoon for the Seahawks. And it's now a 10-run lead.
It ain't over yet.
Brooklyn Frazier will pinch hit for Aquaria Barnes. Barnes had a 1 for 2 performance in game number 2. We saw Frazier in the opener as well. She walked and scored in the 7th. She scored on that grand slam, so no official at bat. She is 2 for 6 on the season. And the pitch is in the dirt for ball 1.
Pitch your game, Lena. In the zone.
1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch downstairs, 2-0. Two balls, no strikes. Springer's ready, and a pitch called outside corner for strike 1. Base is empty, 1 out. And the pitch, swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Good off-speed pitch.
The 2-2 from Springer. Change up, grounded toward first. Kraus will knock it down, pick it up, and step on the bag. That's 2 outs. Allie Thompson at the plate. She's hit the ball hard twice with nothing to show for it. A line drive in the first and a ground to short in the third, or rather that line drive in second inning, leading it off. First pitch is a changeup for strike 1. Seahawks have batted around and they have scored 6 in the top of the 4th. No balls and a strike. And the pitch is up high. Count 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Both Bass and Kraus in on the corners. And the pitch is called strike. Good change of pace from Springer. It's 1-2.
Finish it.
1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Change up just misses high. Eagles fans do not like the call, but it's 2-2. Springer ready. Thompson pointing the bat at the pitcher, pulls it back, and a changeup misses outside. We have a full count.
Go get her, Lena.
3 balls, 2 strikes. And a pitch, ground ball hard down the left field line, past a diving Bass into the corner. Here's Thompson pulling into second with a double. Thompson doubles with 2 outs, and it brings up Larissa Ostrander, who started this inning with a base hit. Ostrander hit one into right field to open the inning. Second at bat of the 4th. First pitch is up high for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Ostrander's 2 for 2 with a run scored. This one misses a little high. It's 2-0. Throw down to second, not in time.
Come on, Lena, come get her now.
2 balls, no strikes. Here's a 2-0. And the pitch downstairs, and a good block by Courtney Bird to keep the runner at second base.
Make her hit it, Lena. Make her hit it.
3 balls, no strikes. And a pitch coming from Springer. Ball 4 is high, and that's going to put runners at first and second.
Nothing hurt.
That is a first walk issued by Springer. 2 runners on, 2 out. Figueroa, the scheduled hitter, but she's being called back. Alani Cora makes her way to the plate. Saw Cora as a pinch runner in game number 1, now with a chance to swing the bat. Cora hitting .286. And a pitch, line drive, and into left field for a hit. Here's a runner around third. She will score. Cora lines a first pitch into left, drives home the run. Thompson comes around, and it's 13-2 Seahawks. Ostrander stops at second. Top of the order, Kelsey Broderick due up at the plate. Eagles will meet at the mound. We'll pause here and come back in just a moment on YouTube TBC Eagles. Broderick at the plate, 0 for 3. She's reached on an error twice and scored both times. First pitch downstairs and blocked by Courtney Bird. 1 ball, no strikes. Runners at first and second, 2 out. Top of the 4th. And the pitch. Line 1 hopper to Bland set, and she will flip to first to retire the side. A big inning for the Seahawks. They score 7 times. And we go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 13-2 Keiser. Seven, 8, 9 due up for the Eagles. Sierra Warren, Courtney Bland set, and Diamond Alford. Paige Boyle on the mound. She has allowed just 2 runs in her first 3 innings of work. Boyle, a freshman from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Right-hand pitcher. She's going to face a pinch hitter to start the inning. Abriella Wyatt batting in place of Sierra Warren. Wyatt hitless in 2 at-bats on the season. Getting a chance here in the bottom of the 4th. Looks like Dominique Baldwin waiting on deck. She would bat for Courtney Bland set. So Wyatt in the box. Boyle is ready. First pitch taken for strike 1. No balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. To Wyatt. And the pitch. Tap back toward the box. Boyle makes the play, throws to first in time for the out. 1 away, and we'll have another pinch hitter. Number 17, freshman Dominique Baldwin. Baldwin, nothing out of 8 on the season. She's batting for Bland set. And the pitch, swing and a miss. No balls and a strike. We've seen both coaches give some reserves opportunities at the plate. And here's the 0-1 taken low for ball 1. Keiser won the first one 10-5. It was 6-5 heading into the top of the 7th. And a grand slam from Figueroa put up the final tallies. Swing and a miss, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Baldwin down in the count. Boyle's pitch is tapped towards third, and it's foul. Boyle has allowed 5 hits, no walks. 2 runs are both earned, and she has struck out 3. Baldwin 1-2, the pitch taken low, it's 2-2. Diamond Alford waiting on deck. Two balls, 2 strikes to Baldwin. She's from right here in Jacksonville. Popped up on the infield, and it's going to be caught by Ostrander for out number 2. So 2 away, Diamond Alford steps to the plate. Alfred 0 for 1, called out on strikes in the second inning. And the first pitch, swing and a miss. Good rip. She was a little late. Top of the order, Courtney Bird waiting on deck. Here's the 0-1. Another good swing, but just a little late. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. Boyle's ready, and the pitch misses down low and outside. So a 1-2 coming from Paige Boyle. And the pitch is a little bit outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Alfred at the plate. Fell behind 0-2, has worked it to 2-2, and swing and a miss, and that retires a side. 1-2-3, go the Eagles in the 4th. After 4, it's 13-2 Keiser. Top of the 5th, 13-2, Keiser leads. Troyana Test scheduled to lead off. She's followed by Avery Miller. Candler came in as a pinch runner for Blumberg. We'll see who the number 3 hitter of the inning will be. Here's Test. She is 2 for 2, 2 runs scored and 1 driven in. Springer's first pitch is downstairs for ball 1. Keiser batted around in the 4th, puts 7 runs on the board. 8 of the 13 earned. The 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls, no strikes. Plan set back at second base. Warren back in center field. Here's a 2-0. Tapped down the right side and trickles foul. Two balls and a strike. Troyana Test at the plate. Test, a sophomore from Port St. Lucie, Florida. Here's a 2-1. Downstairs, 3 balls and a strike. 2 for 2 in this game. Had herself a hit and a run scored in the opener. Good afternoon at the plate for Troyana Test. Plan set in near the mound, and ball 4 is in the dirt. Test on a board with a leadoff walk. Second walk allowed by Springer. Runner at first, nobody out for the first baseman, Avery Miller. She has herself 3 doubles, 3 runs scored, and 3 runs driven in. She was also 2 out of 4 in the opener. So a good day at the plate for Avery Miller. She takes ball 1 down low.
Work on your mechanics, Lena.
1 ball, no strikes. Hot shot into the gap. That's going to reach the fence. Here's Test around second and third. She's going to score, and that's an RBI double for Miller. Her 4th double of the game and her 4th run driven in. (14-2) now in favor of the Seahawks. And Blumberg back at the plate. Springer ready with the pitch, and it's taken on the outside corner for a strike. Runner at second, nobody out. This one's in the dirt and gets away from Bird, and that's going to allow Miller to take third base. Blumberg at the plate. She is 2 for 3, 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Came out for a pinch runner, re-entered behind the plate. So here's the 1-1. Hot shot, foul right to the Eagles dugout. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Monica Garabedian on deck. She hit a 2-run homer her last time up. Also drove in a run with a double in the opener. 2 for 2, 3 runs driven in. Here's the 1-2. High pop up, headed toward foul ground. It's going to drop just inside the line. It stayed fair. Looked like it was going to slice foul, but it drops in for a base hit and brings in Avery Miller. Here's Monica Garabedian. We told you what she's done in 2 trips to the plate today. Back-to-back doubles, 2 runs are in. 15-2, Seahawks lead. Garabedian looks ready, and here's a pitch taken outside for ball 1. That last one was slicing toward the line and hit maybe a few inches inside the chalk. RBI double for Blumberg, her 3rd run driven in on the game. 1 ball, no strikes. Fastball taken right down the middle. So a ball and a strike. Here's a 1-1 from Springer. Downstairs in the dirt, good block by Bird. Two and 1 the count on Monica Garabedian. Here's a 2-1 from Springer. Fastball misses up and away. It's 3-1. Outfield deep, respecting the power of the hitter. She's hit the fence once, hit one over. It's 3-1. And the pitch is in there for a strike. Full count to Garabedian. Three balls, 2 strikes. And a payoff pitch grounded towards short. Lewis fields, throws to first in time for the out. Garabedian hit it hard, but right at Lauren Lewis. On the play, Bloomberg does advance into third. 1 out. Here's Aquaria Baines, a center fielder. Frazier batted for her last time. Baines back in. Swing and a miss. Baines is 1 for 2, had a base hit in the third. No balls and a strike. 1 out, runner at third, top of the 5th. This one misses low for ball 1. One ball, 1 strike. 2 runs in, Keiser leads 15-2. High fly ball into left field. Warren giving chase. She will make the catch and a run will tag up and score. That's a sacrifice fly and an RBI for Aquaria Baines, and it's 16-2 Seahawks. Allie Thompson at the plate. Had herself a double and a run scored last time up, 1 for 3. 2 outs, bases empty, and the first pitch is outside. One ball, no strikes. Springer ready, and the pitch. Change up, the misses outside, 2-0. And we'll be back here on April 6th when the Eagles play Piedmont International University. A Friday night game and a Saturday doubleheader. Coach John D. Jones, men's basketball coach, now in attendance. He's also the athletic director here at TBC. This one is fouled back. Two balls and a strike. Allie Thompson at the plate. Base is empty. Springer looks in. Here's a 2-1 pitch, swing and a miss. That's strike 2. Eagles will have the top of the order due up in the 5th. Bird, Lewis, and Bass, the first 3 hitters. 2-2. Springer looks in. And the pitch misses outside. Count full. So a payoff pitch coming to Allie Thompson. She's a freshman from Annapolis, Maryland. Plays some shortstop and second base. Payoff pitch, ground ball to short. Lewis fields, throws, and gets the out at first to retire the side. 3 runs for the Seahawks in the 5th. Bottom half coming up. 16-2, Keiser leads. Bottom of the 5th, it's 16-2. It's an 8-run rule after 5 innings. That'll end the ball game. Lead at the moment, more than 8 as Courtney Bird steps up. She's had a tough game too, a couple of strikeouts. She was on base twice in the 1st. Leading off here in the bottom of the 5th. Paige Boyle has gone the distance, and Bird rips one. That would have cleared the fence by plenty, but she was out in front. No balls and a strike. Coach Jones sitting next to me. What'd you think of that big upset in the tournament last night?
That was definitely historic. So.
First time a 16 has beaten a 1 in the men's brackets. Happened once in the women's bracket. I guess you had your bracket busted too.
Absolutely, along with just about everybody else in the country. Virginia was actually my national champion. A lot of what we do in our program is based on Coach Bennett's system. Just a lot of respect for him and how he runs his program. So, you know, it's I feel kind of bad for him because that becomes now kind of part of his legacy. But he handled it with such class and grace. And you know,
high pop up into left. Broderick's coming over, can't make the play. Bird on her way to second, and she is in there. It's going to be an error all the way on the left fielder, Broderick, and the Eagles have the leadoff hitter aboard. Eagles basketball had a very good end of the season. A new team, a lot of freshmen. Took them a while to learn how to play together, but I'm sure you're looking forward to the next couple of years.
Oh, absolutely. We've been having postseason meetings this week, and the vast majority of our guys are looking to come back and stay committed to what we're trying to do here. And
high pop up into shallow center field, over the shoulder attempt, and no go for the shortstop Thompson. That was out of her reach, so that's going to be a base hit for Lauren Lewis. You're losing one senior. Unfortunately, we got to lose Markel Perry, but at least it's the only way we want to lose someone to graduation.
Absolutely. Markel's on schedule to graduate. He's been an outstanding student, academically, great member of our community, highly regarded and respected. So we're definitely going to miss him, but we're excited to see what God's going to do with his life. He's definitely a young man that's committed to you know, striving to live for the Lord and everything that he does, and we know that God is going to use him in a big way.
Markel Perry, a terrific young man. Of course, we've chronicled all his community service he does with young Gavin here at Trinity Christian. But as far as the team goes, hoping everybody returns because this team is going to win some South Region titles.
Absolutely. We're confident of that. And we're involved with some really good recruits. We're hoping to announce some signings here in the coming weeks. And so the future is very bright.
Kayla Bass at the plate with runners at first and second. Nobody out. Bass is 2 for 2 with a run driven in, leading the team in homers with 3. High pop foul straight back into the net. 1 ball, 1 strike. Eagles basketball, runner up in the Bible College NIT. 2 terrific wins. Then you ran up against a very powerful Mid-Atlantic Christian.
Yeah, it was a good tournament overall, and the field was, I think, the deepest and most competitive field we've ever had. And we actually, Mid-Atlantic Christian actually hosted it last year, and we went up to their place twice last year, beat them both times. And but this year they kind of reversed it on us, and kudos to them. I mean, they did a great job, not only with you know, their recruiting. They got a couple new guys in, and we were definitely younger, different team from last year. But it was a great tournament overall. They deserved to win it, and but we're looking to get back on track next year.
Kayla Bass a little too far out in front. That would have been a 3-run homer. That had home run distance. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 runners on. Nobody out. Bass at the plate. Eagles down big, but one thing you like about this young team, Coach Jones, they never quit.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And we showed a lot of resiliency, especially through the tough part of our schedule in late December and early January when we were playing all those Division I teams. But the guys just kept working, kept learning, and it paid off down the stretch.
This softball team never quits either. They're down big. They're battling. They're going to put as many runs on the board as they can. They have an opportunity. Bass with a full count and the pitch. Ground ball foul right into Coach Forsyth's hands. Yeah. Coach Forsyth, our very first softball coach here at Trinity Baptist College.
We're very excited about the job that she's done. I mean, it's very evident, you know, in a difficult situation, non-scholarship, coming in, trying to start a new program from scratch. And you know, we're playing all these Sun Conference schools, but we've shown we can compete, and so we're excited about the future and the job that she's doing.
This one fouled into the net, and Coach Forsyth scheduled these tough games intentionally to let the girls know the kind of competition that they're going to face. Very rough start, but they've really come around, and you saw the game on stream earlier. This team can swing the bat.
Absolutely. And, just depending, we're not very deep on our pitching, so that sometimes hurts us, but the girls are playing hard. They're playing for each other. There's a great camaraderie in the dugout, and so that's all a testament to Coach Forsythe's leadership, and, we're just excited about what's happening and down the stretch here.
Bass may have chased one out of the strike zone for strike 3. 2 on, 1 out. Heaven Kraus at the plate. She takes the first pitch outside. Kraus had herself an RBI double her last time up, 1 out of 2. Eagles hit the ball hard the entire afternoon. They've had some tough luck in this one. Ball's finding gloves. Kraus chases one up high. 1 ball, 1 strike. How'd you like Coach Copeland's team's effort yesterday? 23-7 over an NAIA team, Voorhees.
I tell you, they really, the bats really were alive yesterday, and it's great to see the job that he's doing there. It's 4th year, so this is the year where finally has a senior class. There's a great culture in the dugout. Guys are leading and playing hard, and it's great to see us having so much success, especially against these NAIA teams that we're playing.
Another tough schedule for the baseball team. They won some games of late. Today's doubleheader rained out. They were on a roll, looking to take 2 more from Voorhees. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Kraus, and this one fouled straight back. Almost caught the umpire in the back of the noggin. Good job by Bloomberg to warn the ump. He was able to duck out of the way just in time. Runners at first and second. Bird reached on an error. Lewis singled. 1 out later, Kraus with the 2-2 pitch in the dirt. Full count. Of course, we also have Trinity Christian Academy, baseball and softball here. The Conquerors pitched a no-hitter down at the baseball grounds of Jacksonville last week. Defeated class, I believe it was 9A Sarasota last night. Came from behind to win that game on a walk-off, 4-3. They were down 3-2 when the bottom of the 7th started. So a lot of good athletics here at Trinity Ministries, Trinity Christian Academy High School Conquerors, Trinity Baptist College Eagles. Full count. Here's a pitch. This one rolled to the pitcher. She's going to flip to first for the out. I thought for a moment it had a chance to get past Boyle. She made the play. Both runners advance. 2 in scoring position. Bird at third. Lewis at second. Jade Jerez, the scheduled hitter. She's hit the ball well both times, but only to have it caught, like we said earlier. In Game 1, the Eagles found a lot of holes. In Game 2, they've hit the ball just as well, but a lot of leather in the way. Here's the first pitch to Jerez. Rolled towards second. Throw to first, and that's going to end the ball game. Final score, Keiser University Seahawks 16, Trinity Baptist College 2. Paige Boyle, the complete game victory. She allowed 2 runs, both earned, 6 hits, didn't walk anybody, and struck out 4. Well, that's going to do it for the action this afternoon. Thank you to Coach Jones for joining us in our final few minutes. We want to thank Coach Jones, Alexa Goodwin, our scorekeeper on the clock and on the scoreboard, Miss Stacy Bird, the official scorekeeper, Ethan Horton, our game day coordinator, Dean Bureau on camera, my lovely wife Beth taking some photos for us that you'll see on the recaps a little later on. We'll see you on April 6th when Piedmont International comes to Jacksonville. Until then, I'm Ray Bureau saying good night and God bless you from Trinity Baptist College.